Action from Gillette Stadium. NBC 10's Bill Rappleye is live there today. Bill?
Well, Dan, we're up here in Foxboro, right across the street from Gillette Stadium, where, of course, Aaron Hernandez was making $40 million a year. Now he will be locked up at Cedar Junction in Walpole, probably able to hear the cheers from the stands on game days as he spends the rest of his life in prison. Now, we talked to a bunch of fans here at Gillette Stadium at the Patriot Place, and, of course, none of them were particularly surprised by the verdict, but there was a group of children here with chaperones. So, immediately the question came up: how do you explain to kids that people who had been their role model? We talked to one parent who said that, yeah, his 10-year-old and 12-year-old were big fans of Aaron Hernandez, and then this came down and the evidence began mounting. At first, he was in disbelief, sort of like a fan or like a child would be, and then it became more and more clear that this man was capable of and guilty of this murder. He's still got 2 more murder trials ahead of him, and that he had to kind of explain to his kids that even though a man might be really good at catching a football and knocking people over, he may not be a good person. So it's this sort of dilemma that a lot of these parents find themselves in, especially when they come here, because certainly they're all big football fans coming here looking for souvenirs and just to walk around the stadium, be in the presence of the place where their heroes play ball on Sundays. And yet at the same time, it was kind of ironic. There's a giant screen at one of these outlets right across from the pro shop that's showing the verdict being read in Fall River, guilty of first-degree murder for a guy whose jersey used to sell in the pro shop, with all these fans kind of sitting around in the plaza outside seeing him being declared guilty of murder. So it's a disappointment, it seems like, for all of these folks. They also, though, don't blame the organization in any way. They say, well, as soon as he was charged, they cut him from the team, that no way you could have told this, that it wasn't like other NFL teams. And so this whole balance between idolizing on the field and maybe condemning their off-field behavior is something that continues with these athletes, who certainly aren't paid because of their moral status, but they're paid because of their physical abilities. And so the two don't always go together at the same level of excellence. That's pretty much what we're hearing from the fans up here. And it's still just another sunny day at Patriot Place, and people are shopping, but they are all reacting to that verdict. I'm reporting live, Bill Rappleye, NBC 10 News in Foxboro.